Absolutely. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. You know, Anna Mabin, who is a great friend of mine, said, hey, this guy does this coolest stuff ever. He makes these chains and designs these and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, all right, let's get this guy in here. Come on, pass him along. And so you're here now.
Good deal. We love Anna. She's done a lot for company. She's very wonderful. So.
All right, so let's get into talking about it. And I mentioned two companies. I mentioned QRchains and Unity Design Concept. Now, first, let's start with Unity Design Concept, in which you are the, like I said before, Innovative Creative Director. What exactly is Unity Design Concept, or UDC, as you put it? You may put it.
Yeah, we like to call it UDC just because of the long title. What it is essentially, we've taken every astrology symbol, every zodiac sign, and united them together to signify the relationship between two people. Now, it's open for interpretation. We have a lot of mothers who want that with their children. Obviously, it's heavily on the romantic side. A lot of couples want them together. But best friends, my words really don't do it any justice. The designs themselves are so beautiful and unique. And there's actually 78 different combinations, which has been a nightmare, creating 78 different pieces of jewelry and 78 different designs for the apparel. But we're launching here soon. We're finally getting to the point to see the fruition of our hard work over the last 9 months. And like you had said, the concept itself is unique. It's novel. It hasn't been done before, which is in itself revelating, because these symbols have been around
for years.
Before the Greeks.
Before you were a glimmer in your mama's eye.
Exactly. And no one that we know of, we've done the research commercially, has done this and merged the two signs together.
Okay.
The significance behind it, again, is open for interpretation, which is great for the individual. They can create whatever.
Okay, now, Unity Design Concept isn't necessarily your baby. It's you have a business partner in this as well. Talk about that relationship.
Wonderful guy, very innovative. His name is Alfredo Vasquez, and he over a couple years time span, and that actually came from a time in his life when he was at a lower point in his life, and it's amazing to see how beauty can come from something, how light can come from darkness. And he conceived this idea, and we met about 9 months ago when he shared it with me. And being an opportunist, I saw it, and we just ran with it. We said, let's do jewelry, let's do a smartphone app, let's do apparel. People want them on bracelets, people want them on earrings. There's really no limit to what we can put these designs on. What we're going to do, first and foremost, and we're launching December 1st, this Saturday, is we're putting on these beautiful pendants, both silver and gold.
Wow. And it's this is going to be a storefront?
No, not.
Is it going to be online? How talk about how the process to acquire this type of jewelry.
Definitely. The website is unitydesignconcepts.com. Again, we go live December 1st, and what it entails is since there's 78 different symbols, each one has their own sub website. So, for instance, if you're an Aries Aquarius, your wife and yourself, you could go to that sub-website, and on that sub-website you can actually interact with people that have share that symbol. You can purchase the jewelry there, and you can purchase the apparel. So, obviously, for a business standpoint, it makes sense. We want to sell as much online as possible, but we are going to start catering to the retail outlets, also wholesale to some retail outlets. We're not certain yet who, but that's around the corner. That's imminent now.
One step at a time. Exactly. So grand opening and the launch party. Talk about it. Is it open to the public? It's taking place, obviously, December 1st and at Vintage. Talk about the party at public welcome.
Yeah, public welcome. It's Vintage 423. I feel it's hands down the nicest, most sophisticated and classy, bar restaurant in Albuquerque. So we wanted to have it there. We had another launch party there from my other company that I'll share with you in a bit. But Saturday night at 7 p.m., open to the public. It's just a way for me to be able to thank everyone involved. And there's so many people that have been involved in this. And I feel that I haven't taken the personal time to thank each one of them individually, which I'll have the time to do so eventually. But this is just a way to gather everyone involved and really just give them a thank you, because this is a really beautiful project. And I'm just really gracious for everyone involved.
All right, so Christmas is around the corner. Hey, there you go, perfect gift for your spouse, significant other, child, whatever you want, a perfect gift.
Oh yeah, that's basically the point of the whole thing. I mean, I could have continued developing this thing for the next couple of months, and it's a perpetual. We're always going to be developing and enhancing. Yeah. But it was a must. I have some investors. They believed in us when this was just black and white drawings, so they believed in us, and I told them out the gates. I looked them in the eye when they confided in us and invested in us. I said, we're going to have this out for the holidays. And we're doing it. We're having it out December 1st, so people can go ahead and buy these beautiful shirts, men's and women's organic shirts, women's baby rib tees, these nice tank tops essentially. We have onesies for babies that,
Wow.
for newborns, for little kids.
There's something for everybody.
Something for everybody, and then the pendants speak for themselves. They're really beautiful.
Now these pendants, typically, how much do they run?
What they're going to do, they're
range?
going to be $99.99.
Okay.
So I like that price point. I think it's a fair price point for everyone. The novelty behind the idea,
The
again, you can't
uniqueness.
get it anywhere else. No one's done this. So I think it's a great gift for everyone, and for not only for Christmas, but moving forward for Valentine's Day, and just in general, there's really no limit on what they can be bought for.
There you go, all year long. That's what you're making it. So now, obviously, you're with business partners. You're working on this thing, Unity Design Concept. You do have a baby of your own, and I mentioned before at the beginning that you are the founder and president of QRchains. Now, that's the name of the business, correct?
Exactly.
Now, what exactly is QRchains? We may have heard QR before and in QR code, but talk about what QRchains is all about.
Definitely. QR codes right now, you're seeing them more and more on all kinds of print, on business cards, and essentially when you scan them, it'll take you to a website or an advertisement. It's a great technology that's popping up everywhere now for marketing purposes.
Mm-hmm.
We took it a step further. We said, well, they're great, but let's put them on jewelry. And let's make it the back end even more innovative to where instead of me handing you a business card, you could scan my QR chain and my contact information that's on a business card, say my phone number, my email, my website, whatever it is I want to share with you.
Usually find on a business card.
Exactly. Will automatically embed into your smartphone contact list.
Oh, wow.
So now I don't got to hand you a business card. You don't have to take that business card and enter all the information. It's an automatic transference of information. Now that's one step of it. The next one is that it actually goes to a profile. On my profile, if you scan my QR chain, you'll find, again, the information I just told you, my phone number, whatever it is I want to share with you. I control that. So if I don't want to share that, then it's up to me to share whatever it is I want to share with you. But on my personal profile, it's going to be my contact information, links to my websites, links to my social media. It's basically a hub for my virtual existence.
Wow.
So everything that I have going on virtually exists in this profile that is linked to this QR chain, and that's the tagline for the company, link up. Just makes sense. Let's link up individually, let's link up on a chain. It's a whole new concept allowing people to share things that they want to share instantaneously and in an aesthetic manner. I mean, the chains themselves.
They look cool. You're wearing one right now. They look cool and they
Exactly.
look unique and different. And hey, look here, scan me,
Exactly.
kind of thing. Now these codes have been around for years, and
Yeah.
one thing about QR codes is that in the U.S., I mean, for some reason, we're just barely getting into the QR code fad. Whereas if you go to Asia, they've been using QR codes for years, and they use them for almost everything.
Yeah.
Not jewelry, though, obviously, because you guys, you yourself have gotten on top of that. Now, these QR codes, how do you see them being in the future revolutionizing things? Obviously, you're putting them on jewelry.
Of course.
How are you going to take it a step further? I know before we started with the interview, you said that medical would be medical purposes. Talk about the innovations that you are going to be developing or have been developing, and how these will benefit people in the future.
Of course. So right now, out the gates, what we have on our website, and it is QRchains.com. It is up and live. We're doing a real major revamp on it right now. We're cleaning it up, making it much more user-friendly. But right now, you can actually go on there and purchase a QR chain, and it would be used for the exact application that I shared with you. So business card replacement, information transference. Excuse me.
If you need it, yeah, go ahead. Don't worry, man. Get it out.
But the next step is what we're going to do is actually put them on pet tags. So if you lose your dog, right now they have the little microchips. But you have to take the dog, you have to take them to the vet.
And you have to have a special scanner at the vet. Not everybody has a scanner.
There's a whole process behind it. But now if we have these on their little pet tags, on their little collars,
Just pull out their phone.
you scan it, now you know where the owner is, and you can actually build a profile for your little dog. And people love that. So they'll have a profile where there's a picture of the dog, a little story behind it, a reward for the dog. So we feel that the pet tags is actually going to be a major market.
Wow, I like that. Now, obviously you keep mentioning profile. Is it a profile you are establishing on QRchains.com? Is it okay?
Yeah, the process is you get on, you build your profile, and you can just put a photo, basic information, whatever it is you like. The great thing about this concept is the QR code, the QR chain is yours for life.
Okay.
That's yours. But what evolves with as you evolve is their information behind it. So if you want to add an email tomorrow, if you want to add a photo, if you want to add a blog, if you want to add a video, if you want to add a link, there's really no limit to what you can add and share on there. So that always changes.
Well, I like that idea because the fact that most QR codes that everybody's used to is specific for something.
Exactly.
Whereas, it can't change. It's only, say, you have a QR code, you scan it, it only goes to the website. Or it only goes here, it only goes here. But it doesn't evolve. It's never changing. And I like the fact that what you have what you have going there, I mean, it's so neat.
Yeah, these QR codes, what I envision is eventually as people buy them, they're going to be with them for life. It's going to be an identity in a way. Some people kind of get a little anxious about that.
Oh my gosh.
But it's happening. I figured might as well be the one to do it.
And get ahead of the curve.
Exactly. So that's the beauty behind it. You can build your profile as an individual. People start building for their pets, I believe. And then the real fun concept about this is VIP events. People want to start using them for VIP events instead of replacing, instead of these old lanyards. You can have these for VIP events, for sporting events, concerts, you name it, where this is actually people's essential ticket to get in.
Wow.
So that's a whole other business application that we're going to use. But the one that really excites me because it's going to actually literally save lives. I have some EMT friends and firefighter friends, and they tell me all the time, these QR codes, these QRchains, QR bracelets, however you put it, for medical people that have medical issues, you can they'll actually be able to put their pertinent medical information on this. So if something happens and the EMTs or if someone comes out, they can scan that and know what their issue is.
I mean, you see these bracelets out there that says, "Oh, I'm diabetic." Oh, this, and it's like, okay, well, you're diabetic. Well, what are you taking? What are you doing this? What are you doing this? Whereas if you scan, like you were saying, scan the QR code, it'll tell you the exact dosage they're taking for their medicine or whatever it may be. I mean, it has more than just
much more thorough, and it changes over time. It can change if you need to add something or take something. God willing, something happens where you don't have a condition anymore, you take it off. So it's going to evolve towards that. And like I said, I have a lot of friends that are EMTs and firefighters, and they literally tell me that this is going to save lives. So when you could build a business model that's actually going to help people, that to me is what it's all about. And I see this as a technology that is going to truly change things for people and help people out. And bring success to my team in the meantime. So it's a win-win situation.
Wow. You are definitely, your title innovator is something that really does describe you.
I appreciate that.
And another project you're working on, as you kind of mentioned it before the show, we were talking about is We Are One, WAO, which is an interactive network. Talk a little bit about I know it's not ready to be released yet, but talk a little bit about the gist of what you're doing with We Are One. And I mean, it's a unique idea to allow the people to be empowered. But talk about that.
Yeah, WOW, the way I pronounce it as WOW. We Are One it's my baby. It means everything to me. I really truly feel that it's my reason for being because of the implications behind it. I see are far-reaching. Could really change things for people, and it has a spiritual derivative behind it. I've yearned and wanted to find a way to help empower people. To hopefully help raise the collective consciousness of humanity, to allow everyone to realize that we are created to create. We're here and we can change things for the better if we so choose to. That we have that ability to do so. And it was hard because when you look at something spiritual like that, to find a tangible way to do so, it's difficult. And I finally, through my own trials and tribulations, dug deep and found a tangible way to literally help people in that regard, to help people start influencing things that matter. So what WOW does essentially, it's an interactive network with some major social and political implications, allowing people to start influencing things that matter, such as politics, such as actual legislation, where we can start actually creating a true democracy and creating actual representation to where our politicians will have to start listening to us by taking Facebook technology and the technology at hand for something substantial. It's under the works. It's a major project, but I have some really influential people wanting to endorse it and jump on board with it. So because of its existential purpose and selfless reasons, I know that QRchains and UDC are in place for a reason. They're there as a catalyst to ensure that WOW gets made. And so everything that I do, everything that I have my team involved in, it's all purpose driven. And it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a really beautiful thing. Every day is a blessing, I wake up and I just grind, and it's hard. I'm sacrificing now, I'm struggling, but if you find beauty in your sacrifice, it was never a sacrifice to begin with.
all worth
Yeah,
it.
so it's all love, you know.
Wow, you got a lot of things happening for you, man, and a lot of great things happening for you at that, and you and your partners are working on things. Everybody moving along. I like the fact that this WOW, you know, is putting people, you know, in power. That's what I like about that WOW.
Yeah.
But definitely when you do come out with that, you got to get back on the show and talk about that and put it out there and say, hey, you know, this is what's going on here. Check this out and get people on board because you know, like you said, you know, with the technologies that are out there, utilize them and make them.
It's going to change things. It's a huge development. So everyone I mess with now on every level, I was going to be involved at some capacity. I mean, I need you. It's a matter of not a choice. I actually need people involved in that one. So it's exciting.
Let me know whenever that comes up. Let me know. I'll be more than happy to be involved with you on that one because I think that's so unique and so cool. And you're creative. I like that. So we're winding down on time here, but I did want to come back to QRchains and Unity Design Concepts. QRchains they've been out. You know, I wanted to give you a plug for Christmas and holidays. It's coming around the corner. Perfect gift for the perfect someone. Let's give the info one more time, websites and how to get in touch with you if they want more information.
Wonderful. QRchains. Again, the website's being perpetually enhanced, and but I can take orders now. It's QRchains.com. Because the concept is so novel, I actually don't mind people contacting me directly so that I can kind of explain to them the process. I mean, it really is. It's not been out there yet. So anyone can reach me at my email or my Facebook, joe@unitydesignconcepts.com. Joe Lujan is my Facebook name on there. And then as far as Unity Design Concepts, the website will go live this Saturday, December 1st. So the website will be live on unitydesignconcepts.com. The launch party is at Vintage that night, 7 p.m. And I'm excited. I would love for everyone to take a look at it. They're both novel, they're both exciting, and there's something there for everybody, literally.
Everybody. So, hey, get on there. Check out QRchains online, Unity Design Concept online. So we're out of time here, but I'd like to thank you, Joe Lujan, founder and president of QRchains, and of course, innovative creative director of Unity Design Concept. Joe, thanks. It's been a pleasure chatting with you. I love love your creative mind. That's awesome, man.
This has been a pleasure. Thank you for everyone involved in all these projects. I love you all.
All right, appreciate your time.
Thanks, bud.